So, patch 2.2 is here, and I know a lot of you are wondering the same thing I am. Just how many free pulls are we actually getting this time? Because let's be real, knowing this number can make or break whether you feel confident going for that limited agent, or if you should just keep saving up for someone further down the road. In today's video, I want to break down exactly where all these polychromes are coming from, what that translates into in terms of pulls, and how it stacks up compared to past versions. And as always, I'll throw in some of my own thoughts, because some of these sources are a lot more interesting than they first appear. Save up to 23% on the current banners at lootbar.gg. Just enter your UID and server. The link is in the description. Let's start with the permanent content, because this is the stuff you only get once. But if you're still a new player, or maybe you're catching up, it actually matters. The Story Clear bonus is about 160 polychromes. Not huge, but remember that's essentially just from playing the game normally. Map exploration is another chunk, about 200 polychromes, which adds up as you poke around the city and unlock hidden interactions. Honestly, it feels a lot like how Genshin gave out Primo Gems for chests and exploration progress back in the Mondstadt and Liyue days. Then you've got Agent Trust and Dates, which is actually one of my favorite parts. As you spend time with your agents, raise their trust, and unlock their little story dates, you pull in another 260 polychromes. It's a nice reward for engaging with the characters instead of just combat. Add in 100 polychromes from achievements and about 20 more from basic agent training objectives. And yeah, it's small, but every bit counts. Now, the real backbone of your free pulls isn't the one-time stuff. It's the repeatable content that resets daily or weekly. Daily activity alone gives you around 2,520 polychromes across the patch. That's just from logging in, doing your usual commissions, spending battery energy, and keeping your Internaut activity up. Pretty straightforward. Then we've got Shiyu Defense, which is basically your weekly domain challenge. Clearing this each week adds up to about 2,160 polychromes across the whole version. That's honestly one of the bigger repeatable sources. Deadly Assault gives another 900 polychromes if you keep up with it weekly. And then there's Hollow Zero, which is a big one. Think of it like Honkai Star Rail's Simulated Universe, a roguelike mode where you climb through stages. This one adds up to around 960 polychromes total, plus you get some encrypted master tapes and boopons along the way, so it's not just about polychromes. Howl Canuto contributes about 300 polychromes, and weekly errands give you another 360 polychromes just for staying on top of your tasks. Then there's the shop. The shop reset is basically your guaranteed way to turn currency into free pulls. It works out to about 800 polychromes worth when you grab the encrypted master tapes each month. Now, what really spices things up every patch are the limited time events, and 2.2 is packed with them. The classic 7-day login event is here again, which translates into the equivalent of 1,600 polychromes or 10 pulls. That's just for showing up. You don't even have to play hard content for it. Then we've got Band of Brave Bangbu giving out about 1,000 polychromes, Wish Bottle Adrift with another 420, Spotlight Showdown with 360, and Rhythm Rave, which also gives 360 plus a few boopons. These are your bread and butter seasonal events. Log in, play the event minigames, clear some story stages, and boom, you've got pulls. Problem Soldier Boot Camp is another combat training style event, handing out 300 polychromes. Enna Treasure Hunt, another 300. TV Schedule, 370. And don't forget the character trials. Every new agent banner comes with a trial stage that drops about 80 polychromes once you clear it. None of these feel massive on their own, but together, they really stack up. Of course, Hoyoverse always likes to throw in some extra rewards through mail. After every big maintenance, you get 600 polychromes just dropped straight into your inbox. The live stream preview gives out 300 polychromes via 3 redeem codes, and there's usually at least another 100 Polychromes floating around in special promo codes. Quests themselves don't give direct Polychromes this time, which is why they're marked as 0 in the breakdown. So, what does all of that actually add up to? Well, if you're strictly free to play, the grand total is around 14,530 Polychromes, which equals about 90 pulls for the version. If you add the proxy subscription into the mix, you're looking at 18,830 Polychromes, or about 118 pulls. And if you go the full route, proxy subscription plus battle pass, you're sitting at around 19,610 Polychromes, which is 127 pulls in total. That's actually a really solid number. To put it into perspective, we're basically looking at over 90 free wishes just for keeping up with your dailies, weeklies, and events. And then extra on top, depending on whether you choose to spend. Now, if you've been around since launch, you might notice the pattern. Hoyoverse tends to keep these numbers pretty consistent, with each version hovering around the same free pull count. But there's always that wiggle room. Some patches pack in a little extra if they have anniversary celebrations or big collabs. For example, Genshin's anniversary versions always handed out significantly more primo gems than a regular patch, and Star Rail did the same for its first year. So, while 2.2 looks pretty set at these numbers, I wouldn't be surprised if Hoyoverse sneaks in a little something extra through codes, or even a surprise event. That said, don't take it as confirmed. It's just speculation based on what they've done in the past. And here's a question I've been thinking about. How do you guys actually spend your free pulls? Do you dump everything into the current limited banner? Or do you stockpile for someone you've been waiting for? Personally, I think with over 90 pulls guaranteed, it gives players a lot of flexibility. If you're targeting one agent in 2.2, you've got a decent shot at hitting soft pity. If you're saving, it's a good safety net for the next hype character. Either way, the free-to-play path doesn't feel stingy this patch, which is always nice to see. So yeah, that's the full breakdown for version 2.2's free pulls. From story and exploration, to daily grinds, to limited time events, to maintenance and livestream codes, it all adds up. We're looking at 90 guaranteed free pulls, 118 with subscription, and up to 127 if you go full subscription plus Battle Pass. Not bad at all. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure you're subscribed, because I always cover these patch reward totals, live stream code drops, and future event leaks as soon as they go live. And I'd love to hear in the comments, who are you saving your 2.2 pulls for? Are you rolling right away or waiting it out for a future agent? Let's chat about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Save up to 23% on the current banners at lootbar.gg. Just enter your UID and server. The link is in the description.